Hi all pals. I keep informing you about chakras. Previously we talked about Ajna chakra, the sixth chakra. Today we'll discuss the seventh chakra with you. The crown chakra is positioned at the top of the head. Yes, here is the cortex of the brain. Here are also the controlling internal glands. As I said, yes, the pineal gland, pituitary gland, hypothalamus. This is the center of our head. In my view, the seventh chakra represents the higher opening of the sixth chakra. Naturally, this is a substantial and highly intricate focal point. Indeed, it is precisely at this location where we observe the significant disparity between the energy body, also known as the etheric body, and the physical body. The easiest way to see a person's aura is above the top of their head. Therefore, the first thing people start learning when they learn subtle perception is to look above the top of the head. In this place, the initial perception of a person is the warm air, which is believed to be coming from the top of the head. This effect can also be seen on hot asphalt, on hot sand, that is, when hot, warm air, or from a car heated by the sun, rises up warm air, and it can be seen that it distorts, refracts our perception. In reality, the upper part of the head is not sufficiently hot to cause the air above it to undergo refraction, which is the bending of light. If an individual starts to perceive these air movements above a person's head, it is already an indication of subtle perception occurring. By looking further in that direction, you may observe the appearance of colors and edges, as if transparent polyethylene is somehow arranged in all sorts of ways, creating such joints. In the end, a person can start perceiving the etheric subtle body. So, it is precisely at this point that we see that the energy body diverges significantly from the physical body. When it comes to the chakra itself, it is primarily the assembly or gathering of the reality that we perceive with our senses. That is, the seventh chakra, in addition to being the crown chakra and still a connection to the sky, in addition to being a receiver, the main receiver of information, the main receiver of communication with the cosmos, still, first of all, it is the perception of our world. That is, the way a person gathers reality is reflected in the seventh chakra. For all individuals who perceive reality in a different way, yes, in a very different way, we will always observe distortions in the functioning of the seventh chakra. If we look at the seventh chakra with energy perception, we see something similar to a dome, yes, like the domes depicted on churches. Very similar, yes, approximately such a picture we see above a person's head. Again, there are different slices there, different possibilities of focusing energy vision, but if it is detached, yes, this fleeting glance, it very much resembles this kind of cap, yes, like a dome over a person's head. They can be tall lotuses, they can be lower, they can be flat and somewhat more obtuse angle, or higher with a sharper angle, yes, indeed. That is, as I believe, the higher the lotus, the greater the potential of a person in creativity, the greater the potential of a person in a positive system, yes, in a system of positive growth and development. Well, accordingly, the lower the lotus is, the wider, the more mathematical abilities, the greater the ability to control, systematize, track clear order, and so to speak, work with rigid structures, with some strong frameworks. Therefore, a lot of information can already be deduced about an individual if one is able to perceive them. And consequently, if the crown chakra is displaced, meaning that the dome is, to put it simply, uneven, slightly tilted, or significantly tilted, it will undoubtedly have an effect on a person's mental well-being in relation to their perception of reality. For him, it's normal if someone enters and starts discussing a specific person based on his feelings. So, some person or animal or something else. In fact, you won't see anything standing next to him. That is, he perceives his reality. Within it, there is a possibility of a palm tree growing or a window where you have a wall located. It can be confusing immediately. So when you talk to someone, you may not understand that they perceive the world differently. However, with extended communication and particularly with extended collaboration on a project, it becomes quickly evident that individuals perceive reality in distinct ways. Additionally, all individuals who utilize psychotropic substances, potent narcotic substances, invariably encounter a spatial disparity between their energy bodies and their physical body, and including this lotus bearing starts to shift. Therefore, an individual starts to perceive something different. Reality, but in actuality, more often than not, it is not just another reality, it is simply a distortion of the perception of reality that a normal person gathers. I discussed vision on the 6th chakra, subtle vision, etc., and myself. He mentioned that if you want your vision to come true, you always need to take action to make it happen. In order to train, it is necessary to go through a specific period of working on oneself. Yes, calming emotions, calming this down and achieving a state of inner peace. Word of chatter in the head and observation of oneself. It is always time, it is always years, it is a definite process. Also, you still need to open specific channels, have the ability to circulate energy with attention, understand basic Qigong and so on, have the ability to feel and sense. How can you focus on this potential? Where can you obtain it in order to then assist you in perceiving certain subtle worlds? If an individual, by some means it unlocks this capability, it is highly probable that there is a violation. Once again, if we go back to the 7th chakra, these distortions, the assemblies of the reality of this world, they are always filled with tension. I observed that the data originating from the sky, the data received by the 7th chakra of an individual, serves as the fundamental catalyst for all occurrences. She is a priority, she is providing guidance, she is exerting control over the entire human body. If we see a violation of the lotus, a violation of the fundamental energies coming to a person, they will always be reflected from below. In other words, the application of strong tension on the crown chakra will invariably lead to tension in the legs without fail. Strong tension in the legs will always be compensated by tension in the head. Legs, again, this is the 1st chakra, and it is impossible for there to be any tension in the legs. And the 1st chakra works perfectly. Unreal. If there's tension in the legs, difficulties, blockages, yes, energy gets stuck, vegetative vascular dystonia, fungus on the feet, something else, something else, something else. This is always a projection of the issues in the 1st chakra, and this is always a projection of the issues in the 7th chakra. Once more, all significant, serious magical attacks consistently obstruct the 7th chakra. First of all, what happens to a person is that they are cut off from God. As soon as this happens, a person feels lost. That is, the feeling that you have no purpose to live, you lack understanding of why you are alive. So like right in my head. The question arises, why do I live in this world at all? What should I do? I don't understand. I don't understand why I'm here. Why do I need all this? If such thoughts occurred, it is definitely a problem with the 7th chakra, the central channel, and the connection with the source of energy. The 7th chakra possesses an intriguing potential for growth and development, in contrast to the chakras located lower in the body. If the 1st chakra possesses the capability to accumulate, a substantial and rapid accumulation of potential within, but its inherent nature remains unchanged from birth. Her ability to type is great, but she can't type 10 times more. Your 1st chakra, yes, and there is the neighbor's 1st chakra, yes, which is like an inner beast. Yes, he is stronger than you. Nature has given him more. Well, we say so, yes, in fact, his 1st chakra is larger. He possesses a more intricate structure, indeed, upon it. He is a larger creature, indeed, unlike you, for instance. Accordingly, the potential of the 1st chakra varies in size, as does its ability to accumulate. This potential does not correlate with the physical size of a person who has a different size chakra. Understand, yes? Like a physical body. There's a body, a constitution, roughly speaking, given by nature. We say yes, given by genes. So, accordingly, someone else has a different one. That's it, it's provided. And it goes through all the chakras. Only the 6th and 7th chakras possess the capability to expand and develop continuously over the course of one's lifetime. All remaining chakras maintain their potential from birth until the moment of death. So, yes, they can change in the change of mental state. So, you can be in an excited state, you can run 1,000 kilometers, you can still train, do something there. And of course, at this moment, yes, your energy and your chakra systems will assume a different volume. But as soon as you calm down, go to bed, wake up in the morning, they will be approximately the same size as they usually are. Only their internal controls, the self-imposed limitations, your ideas about your own identity, they define you, they close these chakras and position them in a specific potential relationship with each other and with your true self, shaping your perception and interaction with the world around you. That is, the volume and potential of their ideas about yourself are limited by your ideas about yourself, or by external programs that, similar to a crab, clamp this chakra, impose restrictions on it, and do not permit it to develop further. Accordingly, by removing these limiting programs, here's how we did it in the meditative practice of breathing the sky and earth, where we said that now, in front of the sky and earth, I cancel all negative programs. So, this kind of installation, this kind of elaboration, where we first connected with one source with another, and now I am not expressing myself, but I am expressing heaven and earth. And from the perspective of heaven and earth within myself, I can already do the work that I cannot do on behalf of Valentin. Because Valentin, after all, this is my concept of myself. It is tightly restricted. It is confined within the framework of society. Inclusion of ideas from others about me was made. When I let go of these ideas, eliminate the word, revert back, and I become a pure stream. I am the one who really exists. This person has completely different possibilities. All these things, they actually relate to the seventh chakra. That is, your perception of the world, perception of oneself, and the ability to shift into certain, let's say, non-standard assembly positions. All of this is directly related to the seventh chakra energy center within the body. And it is this chakra that provides the ability to perceive the same energetic vision in a similar manner. So the sixth and seventh chakras, when combined, are responsible for determining whether a person is able to perceive energy or not. Anyway, friends, I see that the basis of the seventh chakra is precisely the information of receiving and transmitting data from space, receiving and transmitting data from the sky. This is in relation to dreams. This is in relation to astral travel. This is in relation to the connection with the sky, with God and the soul. This is about the possibility of spiritual growth. This is, in principle, one of the manifestations of a person's spiritual growth. The seventh chakra is somewhat similar to that. This is regarding reality, regarding the reality that we perceive. She is positioned above us. Thank you, companions.